Let's get it.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Ravens and the Jets, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin here for the start, folks, of another NFL season. We are ready to go. We hope you are. And we'll begin this one, Charles, with a couple of teams hoping to move on from a tough 2021 season. Both the Ravens and the Jets finishing last in their respective divisions a season ago.
And let's start with Baltimore, because even in a very tough AFC North, I think we were all surprised to see the Ravens finish 8-9, snapping a streak.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one, Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
Another excellent season from Lamar Jackson that was cut short by ankle injury, and actually showed just how much he is valued as the leader of the Baltimore Ravens as they went 0-4 down the stretch and missed the playoffs without him. Prior to that, they were 8-5 in a tough AFC North, and he was on his way to his third 1,000-yard season as a runner and career-high marks as a passer.
They'll go option to the short side. They find some open field here. Yeah, he'll be out.
I hate playing it this way.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Ooh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Edwards. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the defense has
interception. Let's go.
Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, 2nd overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson. After the interception, here's Wilson. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And hard running's going to get him over to 40 to the 42. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Carter. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So,
and this will be caught
let's get it
in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Let's go, man. They in trouble, man.
To the 22.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Play action. It's Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Johnson will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Jackson now. He'll be taken down.
Let's
The
go.
Jets get in there for the sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying
Right, I'm on their ass. What's up with it, though?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance
What the hell?
in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
To throw again is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain.
Man, he throws the ball behind him, man. Dang.
This will not be enough.
I'll take my 3.
3rd and 5, he only gets 3. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done trying to get it to Robinson.
I read that. Let's go, man. They can't do shit.
DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, come on, bro. You run too slow.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanking
going
up
for
both
it.
attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And he's got it.
Let's get it.
Tyler Conklin from 10 yards out. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Should have been a pick.
Batted away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And now it's second down. Charles, here's the draft class for the Jets for 2022, and certainly a splash-worthy class. 3 first-round picks in one draft. And you also have to be impressed not only at the players they got there, but also on days 2 and 3.
You're exactly right about that. Arguably, they got the top player at that position when they made their selections in the first round. Cornerback Ahmad Sauce Gardner, 4th. I had him rated number 2 behind Derek Stingley, but he's still one of the best ones in the draft. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson, they got him 10th overall. And defensive end Jermaine Johnson, 26. I thought he might go earlier to Atlanta in the top 10. And then maybe they landed the draft's best running back in Breece Hall on day 2.
Tucker's kick is good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Takes it at the 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 27. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he stopped immediately there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Now we're going to decline this 4th down.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Berrios, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 38, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he's just
But that was first down. I'm going for it. That
it.
shit was first
Maybe by
down.
a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be
still should have caught that.
We'll go the other way with a football. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll get it inside the 20. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
But come on, y'all gonna keep doing the same shit.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
That's what you get for doing the same shit.
And
Let's go,
Jets
man.
are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start on the ground. Carter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Carter straight ahead. And he's in.
Man, let's go, man. They can't stop me, man.
Michael Carter taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews.
Foul, let's go. It's too late for this, sir.
For a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 48 yards. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And
let's go. Good defense. 1-0, man. Let's go.
The city always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is Deion Jones. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Browns and the Jets, just ahead on EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are in First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
Well, they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Watson now to throw. His throw incomplete. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And
under pressure,
let's go.
Watson, and down he goes. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. We get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
It was an educational rookie season for Zach Wilson, who was drafted to be the eventual face of the Jets as the team worked through a lengthy rebuild. 2,300 yards and 9 touchdowns as a rookie. He did miss some time mid-season with an injury, but I really like the work that the Jets have done to put people around him and give him his best opportunity to be not only the face of this franchise, but get him back into perennial playoff contention.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. Down to about the 37. The Jets at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin.
Oh, you still don't get the first? I'm going for it. Okay.
On 4th down, Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll run with Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Michael Carter who finished it all off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the
yeah, I'm on their ass, man. They can't do shit.
They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jermaine Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll set up a throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable
Let's go,
to
good D.
complete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Again, he finds more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
He's got Wilson.
Get it.
That's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his first first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Zach Wilson and the Jets offense about ready to take over once again. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down.
Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Finding space at the 40.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They go play action with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And
come on. What is he doing?
Excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
Oh, look how he throws the damn ball, bro. Oh, my God.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he's plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. On second and a long way to go. Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 37.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right.
Bro, come on. You all right there, bro. You could have knocked the shit out of something, bro. Come on, man.
Peoples-Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Now Wilson on first down.
Bro, this damn dude cannot fucking throw the ball right, bro. Now we won't play terrible. We didn't play like that against Baltimore. Come on, man.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guy.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a third and long here following the sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they're trying to preach.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He finds Wilson.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again here, Wilson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Carter.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Michael Carter
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Watson looks to throw again. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Faking the give. Now Watson. This caught out left by Bell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Oh, he tries to force it.
Let's go. Take it to the format. Let's go. 2-0. Here we come. Oh, you ain't catching me. You ain't catching me. You ain't catching me. Let's go.
It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about...
Man, another one. Another one. Oh, that's my that's my fault for so both. I don't give a fuck.
Through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And now Watson throws
and I got another one.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Robinson, and he will get.
And I still got another. Let's go.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way.
And we're going for the 2. We're going to put 50 piece on there.
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. One last throw here for Watson. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Let's go. Good defense. 2-0 now. Let's go.
TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jets, there was a great all-around performance as they come out.
That was my last game, y'all. I might be back for some WWE.